out of it and the rest of it. What it's saying is this, exactly what Paul said in Romans, that when two Christians meet and one feels free to do something but the other has a conscience about it, who gives way? Who adapts to the other? The answer is, in Christian love, the man who feels free to do something doesn't do it. Because it's the person who has most scruples who has the weaker conscience. You see? The more you mature in the Christian faith, the freer you are from scruples. Do you know what I mean by scruples? Things that give you a bad conscience. Because most of us get scruples from the way we were brought up. And we feel guilty about doing something because we were told as a child it's wrong. And I was taught as a child that we shouldn't ride bicycles or use cameras on Sunday. Well, now it was years before I found that Hezekiah 3:16 didn't mention cameras and didn't mention bicycles. But when I worked on the farm, I had to cycle 5 miles to get to church. And it was such a strange position, feeling guilty, cycling to worship God. Now I'm free of that, you see. And as you grow up in Christ, you feel more and more free to enjoy things that God has freely given you. When you come to Christ, having abused those things, you rightly keep off them and you have conscience about them. Do you hear what I'm saying? And then, when you get into fellowship with those who've got a conscience about something, if you really love them, then you don't make them hurt by doing something that you feel free to do, but they don't. And that's the important significance of the letter that went out from Jerusalem to the Gentile believers scattered around the Mediterranean who were having fellowship with Jewish believers. So if I'm with a Jew, I go kosher in my food. Paul did the same. To the Jews I become as a Jew. To the Gentiles I become as a Gentile. If by any means I can save some. We need to be adaptable and sensitive to other people's conscience and not flaunt our own freedom.